What's up, guys? Draco here. Talking about rivers. Yep. But yeah, I'm entering the phase now where I'm busier, so videos gonna be more sporadic. I don't really know what sporadic means, but I feel like that's the right word. Basically, like, it'll be less consistent. Last couple of weeks I was busy. Oh, well, last week I just had a sore throat. The week before I was busy. It'll just be different amounts of revision for exams coming up, and then other stuff going on, so yeah. Don't expect videos to be as consistent, but I mean, I don't think anyone cares. So, rivers. Yeah, I don't know. I spent, like, yesterday, I was just looking over a river, and I was just there for, like, half an hour. It was just so, like, beautiful how it was just, like, flowing beneath me. It's like everything in nature has a cause, right? Okay, I mean, there's the whole, like, free will determinism. It's like, well, was there an original cause? But I don't want to go into theology or philosophy right now. I'm just trying to be an internet jester, basically. But yeah, I was just looking over it, and it was really pretty, and like how the waves or like ripples were so like they're all ordered, but there was still like a neat amount of disorder within them, if that makes any sense. It's like every ripple comes from like the previous ripple, and then from whatever, how it crashed against different stuff. So it's obviously possible to predict where every ripple would be, but it would still like kind of chaotic, and there were parts where it's like, oh, those ripples are kind of like clashing. And I thought it was really beautiful the way that it was so like chaotic, but also like chaotically ordered, but also disordered in that chaos. It's like ordered chaos and chaotic disorder, if that makes any sense. I don't know how to explain it. You just have to go to a river and trust me. I assume it will apply to most rivers that you go to. But yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Like, I'm starting to get really into just nature walks. I don't know, as I've grown older, I've realised, I feel like it's more so, like, AI and me being more scared of the internet. And, like, what it can do. And so I was being like, hey, let me try going out more, just having a normal... maybe it's just COVID changed me. But, like, yeah, I was a very shy kid. So I didn't really socialise much, and then I didn't really go out with many friends. I go to a few things now, but like I went through like years of my life where I pretty much just only go outside for like a walk or just with my family, and then I grew distant from my family, so I was like, well, I don't have any reason to go outside anymore. I'm like, I don't. So really realizing recently, I don't need a reason to go out. I can just go out for the sake of going out. I think that's also another thing I've realized in life. Like, you don't have to have a reason behind a bunch of stuff. Because for a while I was wasting my life away. I was like, well, I don't have a reason to do anything else. Let me just watch YouTube for however long. Because the reason is I want to kill time. Like, how the reason is that I do other stuff is because I want to have a fun life, have fun stories to tell to people in the future, or just enjoy my time now. And have fun memories so that when I'm old and decrepit, I won't be able to make those memories. You know? And looking at the state of the world, we might not even get to when I'm old and decrepit. But yeah, I'm really appreciating nature walks now. I think it's because even though I've said the thing at the start of like, oh, there's cause to everything, it's still incredibly unpredictable because I, being not a god, cannot predict everything. And I, being a total idiot, can predict very, very little, in fact. But, like, I can't just, like, I just hear a bird or see a bird and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Or, like, I see a deer and I'm like, oh, that's awesome. And it's like, you know, I know I gave a lower standard to birds. I'm sure if I saw a bird I was really into, I'd be like, yeah, that's really cool. But I'm just not... It's not that I'm a big bird person, I just don't know much about them. Like, I have no issues with them. I have zero beef with birds. I'm just like, you know, pretty cool. Don't know much about them. And also with the ducks I see like, all the birds I see are like ducks, pigeons, swans, geese, what's my jigs? That's not a bird. How have I forgotten their names? The red-chested robins. Like, I don't see, like, exotic birds on walks. Maybe that's just because I don't know much about birds. I think I've got more into bird watching and be like, oh, it's this type of bird. That's really cool. But I probably just see it and I'm like, oh, it's a blackbird. It's probably a raven or something. Or maybe a blackbird, because that's also a bird. Those have, like, yellow beaks. But, like, I don't know the difference between a crow and a raven. So maybe there's a lot of birds that are cool that I'm seeing that I just don't actually know are cool. I think that's, like, it's also like trees. Like, I can't tell you what kind of tree it is by looking at it, unless it's, like, a really distinct... Well, it's not even that it has to be distinct, it just has to be a really famous one. Like, it might be really distinct, but I just don't know of it, because I'm not a big tree person either. Yeah, I feel like the more you look into any, like, nature hobby, the more you realise, oh, there's actually so much depth here that I just didn't know of. And it's so cool. I mean, that's probably true for most hobbies, to be honest. And I feel like, I mean, I'm struggling to think of an example of a hobby that this isn't true for. I just think it's even more true for nature. Also, I feel like even if I could think of an example of a hobby where this isn't true for, it would just be because I don't know about that depth. Like, I don't know. Does shoemaking have loads of depth? It probably does, I just don't know any of it. I also don't know if that's a hobby. But anyway. Yeah, I don't know, I just really have been appreciating nature more recently. It's really good for, like, your mental health, for, like, and just getting to think. You realise, if you just spend your whole time listening to, like, stuff, watching videos, even just talking to people, like, if you spend your whole time really active, and, well, not, like, physically, but just, like, if you're listening to stuff all the time, whether it's music, podcasts, YouTube videos, TV, even conversations with people, like, you don't actually get it doesn't even have to be listening, it can just be just using your, like, inner voice, using the phonological loop, is whatever his name would say. How have I forgotten the name? Badly in Hitch, yeah. Yeah, it's a word. Anyway, yeah, but, like, if you're just using your inner voice or hearing things, you just don't have any time to actually process everything. And then that's also why you can't sleep at all. I mean, you might be an insomniac. Like, I really struggle with sleep for other reasons as well. But, like, there are a lot of people who it's like, the only reason they're struggling with sleep is just they have so many thoughts at night. And the reason you have so many thoughts at night, it's just you never give yourself the time to just slow down, deep breaths, and just think. Because if nighttime is the only time that the thoughts can come, they're going to come at night. Because you need to process those thoughts at some point. You need to process your emotions eventually. And if you're not doing it at any point in the day, if at every point where you have a slightly uncomfortable thought, you're like, okay, going straight to, cutting away with music or video games or whatever, it's just like, no, you're not going to learn anything from that, and then you're just going to have all your thoughts piled up later. Maybe you do need to just take a break and think, okay, what, like, if something went wrong in, like, recently, you need to take time to process it. If something went really well recently, you need to take time to go, like, yay, just celebrate it. Maybe you just have some questions that you're thinking, like the meaning of life, deep questions. You need to think about that just at random times in the day. So I think, like, going for walks without music is actually, I don't know much, but it is really good. Because it just lets you think. It just lets you sit there and go, okay, what am I thinking about? And it's great. Like, I just looked over that river thinking, like, some deep stuff about meaning of life, some personal stuff about just what I want from life and what I've done recently. Is it good what I'm doing? Trying to reflect, like, are there any changes I need to make right now? And it was actually amazing. I'm just looking over the river, appreciating the beauty of nature, and thinking to myself, hey, is life going well? Some things are, some things aren't. What should I do? What should I keep doing? It's great. So yeah, highly recommend going for like a nature walk or just going out and just taking some time to yourself. It could also be meditation. I sometimes do that. But I feel like meditation, you also want to clear your mind. It depends on the type of meditation. I try to not think loads of meditation because I'm not very good at it because my mind will wander to random things. But I really like just going on like a walk without some... You don't have to go without music the whole time. Just like maybe 20 minutes, just go, alright, I'm going to switch off my music and just be with my thoughts for a bit. And it's really good. Again, maybe it's not for you. Maybe this isn't the best for everyone. But I just like to say, at least think about it. Your answer doesn't need to be like a... Like, I'm basically thinking, like, think about it. You don't have to go, yeah, I'm going to do this at the end. You just have to think, if I don't want to do it, is there a reason I don't want to do it? Or is it just, hey, I'm actually scared to be alone with my thoughts? And if you're just scared to be alone with your thoughts, maybe give it a try. Maybe don't. I can't force you. But anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good one. And, yeah. Hope you guys have a good time. But just, I don't know, everything. Why did I say good time? Hope you guys have a good life. That sounds ominous. Anyway, I don't know how to end. Bye.